All right, good morning, everybody. We are heading out. We're going to do a day of kayaking. So come with us. Hopefully, we'll see some stingrays, some manatees, some pretty cool stuff. I think we're going to go kayak in the jetties over here near Coco. So come with us, see what we see. What's up there, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Daraban Life. On this episode, we're down in Florida, launching from Haulover Canal with Florida Adventurer, a locally owned eco-tour company that runs wildlife kayak tours every day of the year. They're the folks who know exactly where to go and what to look for and give you the best shot at seeing some manatees, dolphins, and all of the other weird and wonderful critters that call this water home. While we were waiting for the kayak tour to get started, we ventured over to the water side over here to see if we can see some wildlife, and sure enough we did. We saw some fish. We even got to see a stingray.
Look,
You'll hear me call it out here. There it is.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments if you can see the stingray.
You see it? Right there, you see it? Stingray. Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, stingray.
Super cool to see a stingray. It's kind of small, but still nonetheless pretty cool to see.
Stop that.
Jimmy over there in the background coughing, had to tell him to cool it.
They're so
Don't want to get
tiny.
sick.
They're so tiny.
Not that he can help it. Just finished our safety checks, the do's and don'ts, and then now we're getting our oars together.
Getting our oars.
I just said that. Do a little spin here. Show you around where we're launching from. And then finish it off with that bright, nice smile. There it is. So I got paired up with my mother-in-law here, and you can tell she's quite excited. I think we are too. Other than a slight breeze and it being a little bit cloudy, we had a perfect day.
It's over.
And we're off to our adventure. Oh, we're getting bumped in the back over here. That's okay, we'll let it slide
Good?
this time. That's my goddaughter.
Yeah.
One of our first animal encounters is an osprey. One of the best fishing birds in the world, built to dive straight into the water and snatch fish mid-swim. Pretty amazing. And then it happened. A dolphin just casually swimming through the canal like it's an everyday commute. Just us and a wild dolphin passing by on its own terms.
That's way cool.
Now here we're heading into an area where manatees are known to hang out. It sounds like they're in the middle of mating season right now, so there's a lot congregating over here. We do end up encountering a few.
Mm-hmm. No, there's...
Our guide was telling us that those bubbles coming up is a sign that they're under there.
Manatees. There's a bunch of them. One over there. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Now, the manatees were definitely being a little elusive. We kept seeing their heads peek out of the water briefly and then disappear again. Now, at that point, it kind of turned into a game of manatee hide and seek, if you will. But that's the cool part about being out here. Nothing is staged and nothing's guaranteed. Now we're tucked back inside this little small boat harbor, and we finally started spotting a few of them. Just floating in the harbor, moving slow, doing their own thing. They're huge, but somehow gentle at the same time. And when you see one in the wild, you instantly understand why people fall in love with them. No rush, no performance, just a couple of manatees hanging out, letting us pass through their world for just a moment.
Right behind you, babe.
And just like that, there they are.
Whoa, he came right up to the boat. Look at this.
I think they were curious about us as we were curious about them.
There, get it?
Where do you see it?
Right there. Yeah, one like a foot from our boat.
Nice.
Eventually, we had to leave the manatees behind, but the day was far from over. We pointed the kayaks back toward the open water and headed off to see what else this place had waiting for us. So stick around because there's still a lot more to come. One of the best parts of the whole day was watching the boys experience all of this. You could tell they were loving being out on the water, loving the wildlife, loving the adventure, not always loving the whole having to paddle your own kayak part, but there were definitely a few moments of, are we almost there? And do we really have to keep rowing? But in between all of that, they were smiling, pointing things out, asking questions, taking it all in, and it honestly felt a lot like how we remember being kids. Outside all day, no screens, no schedule, just exploring and seeing what we could find. Seeing them happy out there, enjoying nature the same way we did growing up. That's the stuff that sticks with you. That's why we do trips like this.
Got a couple stragglers back there. Starting to sprinkle a little bit, but that's all right. Check out all these mangroves, it's pretty cool.
Again, another prime example of, are we there yet?
Enjoying yourself?
We got some gators.
And then we spotted an alligator, just hanging out along the edge of the water, looking extremely comfortable, which is both cool and slightly concerning when you're sitting in a plastic kayak. Now, paddle slowed down a bit. A few people casually try to pretend they weren't immediately doing the mental math about how fast they could paddle. But honestly, it was incredible to see. No fences, no barriers. Just a wild alligator in its natural habitat doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Moments like that remind you, you're not at the top of the food chain out here.
Look at that guy.
You're just a guest. And that's part of what makes it so special. We hit the last part of our tour and then took a quick photo together. Well, at least tried. We got stuck and some of us couldn't keep the boats together. As we started heading back, I tried to hype everybody up.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Clearly it wasn't working.
Hey!
I think we were all a little tired, but in the best way. Being out there with friends and family, sharing the same moments, seeing the same things, reacting in our own ways, that's what makes experiences like this special. It's not just about checking off manatees or dolphins or alligators from a list. It's about being together, laughing when someone bumps into another kayak, getting quiet when something incredible swims by, and realizing how lucky we are to do stuff like this. Days like this remind us why we love traveling. It also shows us why we should be chasing experiences instead of things, and why we try to get the kids outside and show them how big, wild, and beautiful the world really is. Eventually, we pull back into the same spot we started from, but we definitely didn't leave the same. We left with the stories, with memories, and with that feeling you only get after a really good day. That's that Daraban life.
Alright guys, that concludes our kayaking here in Mims, Florida. Got to be in a pretty cool little bay area where we launched out of. We saw some manatees, some dolphins, some osprey. We even saw an alligator, which was pretty rad. And got to see some other cool animals, like we got to see a stingray from the beach here. And yeah, we had a blast. That was pretty cool. Got to see some coves, as you can see in the video. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Tell us what your favorite part or animal that you saw was. Hope you liked the video. Catch you on the next.